let's do a big intro. Let's get hype in the house. 3, 2, 1, play. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are live with Elpern playing as the Soviets. This is Winter Balance Patch version 1.3. This map is, of course, Crossroads. And in the north, we have my co-caster for today, DevM, bringing us the Wehrmacht player.
Yes, we have Orangepest in the north, which selected the commander, right from the get-go. We have strategic reserves coming in.
How's that gonna work? And what does that bring us?
Well, it brings us a better early game. He probably is looking into ambushing some units early on with the assault grenadiers, and I think with the Ostrupen, I'm guessing probably nerf now. It kind of replaces that strategy a bit, where you want fast tier 2, but with the assault prints. Funnily enough, he isn't going with them.
I know, right?
Tier 1. Yeah, so I guess he just wants the the improved Panzerfaust maybe.
So if you don't know, guys, just in case you're a casual on YouTube, DevM is a 3-time world champion. I'm AE. I was briefly in the top 200 once in 2013, thanks to a very abusive commander. So we're both experts on this game. Elpern has Guard Rifle combined. Stop laughing. Guard Rifle combined arm tactics, all about that KV1, a Guard squad to accompany his 3 conscripts. He'll only go for 3 most likely. We have the MG coming in hard from Orangepest. This guy's been getting rapidly better, DevM. He no longer clicks around like 20 clicks per action. He's actually getting efficient now. So your rivalry might actually have substance in the near future, DevM. Orangepest is certainly one to watch, and we all know something about Elpern. He knocked Love Nest out in the Commander Terminator tournament, ML2.
Yeah, I remember that. We have a cutoff attempt with the engineer coming in now. That won't be very successful with the grenadiers defending it now.
Won't be. Good reactions from both players, though. Well guarded by Orangepest. He does have, of course, Elpern's cutoff, giving him the western fuel. Meanwhile, MG is going further in. So conscripts dodge away from range and vision.
Notice how the Pioneer always sticks with the MG to give vision. This is some very good play from Orangepest.
Look at that vision, guys. I've put the Fog of War off, showing the MG pretty much has wall hacks right now. Or vision hacks, at least. And Pioneer's just going to stay in there a little while longer before retreating until the Grenadiers are there to protect the MG.
Yeah. I think that this MG positioning is quite risky. And I think Elpern is now, he just realized that he can flank this very easily with the flamethrower now.
And he's done just that. Flamethrower upgraded. He's gunning for that MG. He's backpedaling. Grenadier forced away. Doesn't want to lose a single one of those 30 manpower models. Meanwhile, more Grenadiers are out and point guarding. Conscripts pushing in. It might be that Orangepest is just trying to figure out what's possible. Let's put Fog of War back off. You can see that box formation, Devon. What do you think about that?
I'm not quite sure how that will change the engagements, but I'm quite interested to see how the DPS changes. Like, what was it that mentioned it, Sander?
Yeah, there's some change in there. I know the box formation is touted as the biggest change. That means like you haven't got one model that's going to get focus fired immediately, dropping them down to 3 men. So it should impact things somewhat.
Yeah. Okay, that's going to be interesting to see.
MGs now, that's in the graveyard with the Grenadiers trying to get their own fuel back. Elpern is all aggression right now. He's got an extra combat engineer as well. Of course, he's got field infirmary, now costing 200 manpower, easier to get out a little bit, and he'll be thinking about guards next, surely.
Yeah, I think that would be probably the natural transition for the Soviet player now. I think that Elpern got the best of this early game, though. He kept the fuel on the right, and he kept the one on the left. And he's now going for the cutoff, so very good aggression from Elpern.
Yeah, we got some love in chat for your new microphone, Devon. Finally investing that $12,000 in tournament winnings.
Yeah.
Giving back. No, I'm joking, of course. We're always appreciative to have DevM on the mic because he's a fantastic analyst when it comes to casting. MG and Peril Combat Engineers with that famous lethality.
Oh damn, this is a very cutthroat maneuver right here. And this is very big because in the early game when you cut off the Austria player like this, it usually is very noticeable on the timing of the 2-2-2 or whatever light vehicle he chooses to go for.
Let's go for Panzer Grenadiers first, and I think that just shows it.
Yeah.
Well, couldn't get both the light mechanized and the 2-2-2 out in time, so Panzer Grenadiers, or the mobile bundle grenade platform, I call them.
I'm quite interested. I think this is kind of a mistake from Elpern. I don't think he realizes the damage he has done to the Austria fuel, and he went with the Zizgun.
Oh, that is unfortunate. That's showing a little bit of lack of confidence from Elpern. He's taken some big losses, notably off expensive runner in scrims recently. So I think that, yeah, he's lacking a little bit in confidence, so he's gone for the beta move instead of the alpha move, the beta move being the Zizgun.
Well, it has the bonus of the Zizgun obviously having the barrage and can barrage the MG, so it's not useless.
It's just amazing to me, DevM, the psychology involved in 1-versus-1 combat, and in this case, I know it's an RTS computer game, but you're a fan of MMA, I'm a fan of boxing. It's if you go into a situation and you haven't got that killer instinct and you show any sign of weakness, and for me the Zizgun is that. It's showing that I'm expecting you to have the aggressive implement and I'm going to have the defensive one.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking of that though, the Zizgun is an aggressive implement at times.
You know, it's something that you usually see at a high level, where sometimes you don't have the counter yet in time, you know, and you kind of keep the infantry taking damage, so the opponent thinks that maybe you have something, and it kind of buys you some time. So that's a little bit of psychology sometimes you see.
Definitely. Bundle nade threatens, of course. Will he toss it? Where will he toss it? Oh, he tosses it on the retreat path, but doesn't get anything thanks to an easy retreat.
This is where it gets kind of annoying for Austria though, because you kind of stop dropping a lot of models by this time of the game, and obviously Grenadiers are not cheap to reinforce.
There's another one of those barrages. It must be noted, by the way, they actually have a longer reload time per shell now, so you can react to it, but Jesus Christ, I just wish it wasn't in the game. It's so
still
silly.
So annoying. Yeah, remember when the SU-76 had that for free? It was so annoying.
Yeah, on Longra versus 3, SU-76 is pretty much the only 1v1 situation you ever see them. And then your opponent just barrages you all game long. It's so much fun.
Yeah, that. So much fun. We have an attempt to cut off.
Certainly do. 2-2 is out, but it's going to be met with a T-70. But oh, nice bundle. But again, well dodged. He went forward into it, which was... remembering what Orangepest did last time, which was throw it behind him, so this time he went forward, so very good game sense by Elpern.
We also have the T-70 now coming up, and I remember that it had some changes, I think, that some people didn't like.
Yeah, it's no longer a killing machine, it's now more of just like a kind of light tank, kind of manpower drain over time, slow manpower drain. Very much like a Panzer II Lux, you know, you can't actually depend on it to just insta-wipe everything. You have to play with it conservatively, and in this case, just ram it straight down your opponent's throat.
Yeah, which is what Elpern is doing. Very good push here to the cutoff, definitely denying a lot of resources again. And I'm really liking the way Elpern is playing this. Whenever he sees that he has the superior army in the field, he pushes for that cutoff and tries to get as much denial of resources as he can.
Grenadiers go for a dangerous Faust there. If the T-70 had gone stationary a moment sooner, could have been the end.
I can really see the change with the T-70. Yeah, I could see that the whole T-70 killing that squad, at least like 2 more models.
Yeah, as I say, it's no longer an absolute killing machine, but we're going to have to see a lot. The rest of the conscripts' force is surely buffed a little bit. I'm hoping there's a little bit of that in the patch notes, because the T-70 is the backbone of Soviets in 1v1. It always has been.
Yeah, that's been that. That's been a pain to deal with for the Axis player for a good while now.
Where's this pack going in the north? It went the long way round onto base. There you go. I've never seen that area of the map used before.
Very competitive game until now.
Yeah, they're very evenly pitched players, especially when Elpern's confident. I think Orangepest possibly a little bit micromechanically sound, especially recently.
Yeah.
But Elpern has this really good game sense. He's got a very good killer instinct. So yeah, I think it's an even battle.
especially with the pack now. The T70 is not uncontested in the field. And I really like what I'm seeing from Elpern. He has a T70 around the center of the map, so he can quickly rotate, and it's also like behind the building. So if the opponent has a pack, he can just hide behind that.
Well, we're about to head to Semwar after this, and of course, DevM and I are very familiar with how to play a light vehicle on the long term. You need a building, don't you, DevM? You need to toggle it in between buildings, duck and dive, and it's all Chimera's tactic.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite maps. It's a really good one. At least it's Farco 1. Not sure about
No, with the true sight system, it was awful, that's for certain.
Yeah.
Grenadiers watching on as that Oh, what a wipe there with the rifle grenade. I tell you, I thought the range was too short for that, but it was just long enough.
That's an unfortunate loss. The flamethrower engineer is always really good.
Yeah, but what about a mine super flemethrower engineer?
God damn, didn't think about that.
GG, well played. Elpern wins this one.
Oh, the Z-Gun has a shot at 222. It's very low, it's going to need some repairs now.
Pack 40 in peril. T-70's harassing the crap out of it. But here comes the Panzerfaust threatening.
Yeah. Gets away. We also have a decap on now on the north field, or the left field, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I think we have a change of positions basically. So now Orangepest is now focusing on the right, and I think that's wise because the opponent has a T70 on the field, and usually the pack works best on the right.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's a good time to do a flip reversal and just take stock of what they've got and prepare for the next wave of aggression. But yeah, I'm quietly impressed by both players so far. I think it's been really solid action. Really good to see. Got a mine that's not been detonated in the east here. In fact, we've got quite a few mines and tripwire flares that have yet to be detonated. So if Orangepest overextends, they could come back to haunt him on retreat.
Yeah, it's always those retreat paths that haunts us.
Medium armor and rocket artillery is now
Pioneer squad here has the Pioneer support package. Improve repair speed and destroy things. And that
Forgot about that one. I forgot that one existed.
Yeah, sorry, this is not German infantry doctrine or Osttruppen. What is all this?
Oh yeah, the mine now.
Oh, there you go! Just as we were saying, there were all these mines he walked past without detonating, and it came back to haunt him.
That's a very big loss in my opinion. 2-2, if you can get it better, it's so good late game.
T-70 could pursue here this grenadier. It's only an MG watching on. It's gonna go in possibly.
Incendiary rounds. Doesn't do much. Kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, it doesn't penetrate, I don't think, or very unlikely to penetrate.
Back rotating now. I think it's going to hit. No, it's not. Thought it was a mine there.
Take a while, indeed. And that mine super flamethrower engineer goes forward. Conscripts also. Pioneers in peril. They're spotting for the pack though, and surely Elpern realizes that and he backs away indeed.
Yeah, he has the conscripts on the front line to spot for the T-70.
It's a good game. We got a mortar coming out from Elpern.
Yeah, I was just saying that. That's interesting.
Mortar 1 versus 1. What's going on? Of course.
Did it get some changes that I don't know about?
Oh yeah, it's got. It's really interesting actually. The squad can put the mortar down and fight as an infantry unit now, and then go back to their weapon. But whilst they do that, nobody else can pick the weapon up.
Really?
Yeah, it's interesting. The combat lethality isn't great, but they can throw smoke grenades, which is good.
I'm really liking the front line that Elpern is kind of building up here.
Oh, I don't know if you... I know you don't trust me, so I was like, did you believe me there? I did make it up, of course, but...
No, I did not, obviously.
I know you didn't. That would have been awesome, though. I'm just great. You balance changes on the fly. It's great.
Yeah, you can leave the mortar now and come back later, you know. It's like you reserve the spot.
Here we go. We had the... who used the flare there? Was that a tripwire flare? It must have been, right? I don't think the mortar gets until Veterancy 1. What does it?
I think it was a mortar.
Yeah, the mortar can just fire a flare immediately. I used to think that was veteran C1 for some reason, but never mind.
Enemy forces
MG
No, that,
in the
that
north
was for the
side.
sniper.
Ah, yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it. That's where my brain is misremembering things, which it often does.
The pack, not sure what's doing there, but it isn't following the T-70 around like it should, in my opinion.
Yeah, that pack should just be like a sniffer dog. Wherever the T-70
Yeah.
is, just be constantly following it, you know.
Yeah, but it's going to be very tough for Orangepest to break
Sector
this.
has been cut off.
7-man conscripts coming in. Oh,
Oh,
and
they're
there's a
gonna be
big
a-
shot from the mortar. And the T-70 and conscripts. Who's going to get the kill? That's the only question we have to be answered. They both get the kill. Woohoo!
The enemy has driven a wedge in our
Yeah.
line.
What is this
This is
Swedish?
very-
Can somebody tell us what their Swedish is? I'm sure it's going to be Grenzor perfectly balanced.
Yeah, they are so good. Yeah, we have Orangepest now waiting for the Panzer IV, I think, yeah. Oh, the T-70 might be going down. Oh, that was so close.
Green cover being heavily trusted in by those Panzer Grenadiers there, and they were right to trust in it. The MG42 keeps the pressure on. And talking of pressure, Orangepest just hit 300 victory points.
Yeah, Elpern has been pressuring the VPs very well this game. Thing is that Orangepest can't do much against guards with the Grenadiers, in my opinion. Like, you're always going to bleed a lot on the models.
T-70, by the way, has got us an okay-ish 9 kills, but the Panzer IV from Orangepest, which, by the way, should be constructing, yes, from their headquarters building. It's the Alf J variant. A bit
With
beefier,
that,
isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's like the OKW before, right?
I think it is pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good medium tank to have. I used to actually pick this commander just because of that. I really like the P4 from that commander.
Big F in chat for everybody that thinks it replaces the Panzer IV in Special Armor Corps, and they accidentally build the vanilla Panzer IV whilst they're playing.
Yeah.
So many people have done that.
Oh, T-70, I think overextending. Pack is now... never mind. Pack misses the shot on the north, the first shot.
And the second shot. And the engineer's there to repair. We've had a mine go off. Oh, sorry, an 18A go off on the Panzer IV in the centre. Meanwhile, the Panzer Grenadiers push all the support weapons away. We've
Yeah.
got an exodus of support weapons.
The mortar leaves the weapon on the front line and goes back to base.
Panzer Grenadiers drop yet another Grenadier, and very costly. You don't want to do too much of that.
Yeah. We do have a tier 4 app from Elpern, so that's going to help him deal with that Panzer IV.
Opponents are seizing a sector.
Interestingly, Elpern hasn't gone for the MLG strat of putting a base building on the base entrance, you know, on the northwest side there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a double-edged sword, of course, because it stops your own tanks escaping, but I always thought that was a good way to stop your enemy doing a base inspection on you.
Our lines of
It's
supply
these small
are
things, you know.
disrupted.
I think it's one of those details that, you know, it isn't going to change the game too much, so I don't blame him from not doing that.
Every little helps, though, DevM. Every little helps, you know. These little tiny differences. There could be an epic tournament game final in the future where a Puma goes into his base through that very entrance, and if only he'd listened to AE from 3 years ago.
Goddamn, let me take a note of that. Writing it down right now.
Grenadiers going on the west side. Guards have been suppressed by the MG. They can't
Yeah.
do anything. Meanwhile, T-70 pushing in. We've just had a satchel from the Pioneer. T-70's going to punish them. The pack misses yet
rushing in.
again.
Doesn't miss now. Elpern really, you know, pushing through the front line with the conscripts and the T-70.
MG could have gone incendiary rounds there and become a hero, but he couldn't do so. Meanwhile, Zisguns are pushing forward. Conscripts are spotting for them. The Alf J is in the background.
They want that P4 so badly.
This really does. Bundle nade wasn't even attempted there. He did have the munitions, but he did not fancy it.
I think that Elpern is obviously looking for the usual Soviet strategy here, which is KV-1 frontline with Atigan supporting.
We are
It's
losing
a
a
very
sector.
strong kind of unit composition to have.
Yeah, the KV-1 becomes an actual tank, and I'm not talking a like a military tank. We're talking like a, you know, a MOBA or a Overwatch style tank. It's just a damage sponge, basically, a distraction. And if you've got Vet 2 engineers like you have here, you can keep that distraction healed. And, you know, it becomes very kind of modern gaming-esque.
We have a slowdown in the game as Elpern is now healing his conscripts in the base.
Oh, I'm fast-forwarding this! Sorry.
Good day, Imperial Day. You always have to reference him somewhere in the cast.
I love him. He's a national treasure, an international treasure, rather. You've got to. You absolutely got to.
Enemy forces are securing our
Oh, tripwire flares just killed 2 Panzer Grenadiers in the east. Meanwhile, as you say, the T-70 gets awfully danger close.
The back, again, I think if the back was near that right part of the map, that T-70 could have been killed.
anti-tank gun has arrived.
Going for double packs. This is the meta. It's pack wall all over again.
Yeah, and he knows what's coming. He needs the double pack to deal with the KV-1.
2 commander points time. If he gets a bunch more fuel, he could actually have a Tiger Ace, don't forget. That would be a pretty hype.
Oh, Tiger Ace. I haven't seen that in a good while.
Our opponents are seizing
I'm just going
this
to turn. Now we've got a lot of vehicles on the map. I'm going to turn the game down slightly as we see several things explode.
Oh,
Well,
Pioneer might go down.
And it does. KV-1 with all that Starlinium. The Kliment Voroshilov heavy tank is on the field. Heavy in every sense of the word. When this thing first came onto the battlefield, it was uncounterable by German armaments.
Definitely a thick boy.
He's chunky but funky. He overcompensates if you go on a date with him.
Let's see how Orangepest responds to this.
Panzer 4 gets a good good annihilation there of that conscript model. KV-1 has his 3 kills and squad wipe. He's happy.
I think that Orangepest is going to try to survive the game, most of the game, with 1P4 so we can get the Tiger Ace.
Vet 2 MG's about to die, most likely.
Oh, that's going to be a big
There
one.
it is! Zis barrage to the rescue. T-70 was following up if he needed it. The T-70's now going to push in.
KV-1 though. Okay, Summerfic attack to defend KV-1.
T-70 traffic jam was sniped by the pack. Oh dear, the Sturmovix could not save them with the strafe. However, he is going to get an MG42, so they're just exchanging Christmas presents out there.
Okay, the Grenadier killed the MG though before he gets back to base. No, it cannot. Too late with the grenade.
6-man MG42, that's going to be pretty damn powerful. Meanwhile, Panzer IV's possibly going to get a conscript wipe here. Goes stationary, hits the flagpole instead.
Honestly, not sure who won that trade, because T-70 Vet 3 is very good, but on the other hand, Orangepest does have double pack, which kind of denies T-70 a bit, while the MG, you know, he doesn't have a really good counter for the 6-man MG.
I think on any other map, DevM, I'd kind of agree with you, but the T-70 on Crossroads, it becomes... Oh, Vet 3 Grenadier lucky to survive. Because it's on Crossroads, DevM, it becomes... Oh, there we go. KV-1's now going to die. I will never finish this point. Will I? KV-1? Oh, just about survives. Backs that big fat ass over a hedgerow and gets out of there.
That was lucky, not gonna lie.
I was about to say, the T-70 is largely mitigated because of the map. It becomes very World War I attrition-esque. You know, T-70s are great at like harassing on the peripheries, on the sidelines, but you can't really do that on Crossroads. Its battle lines have been drawn. It's north versus south, DevM. We're never going to see any flanking ever again.
That's why I think that the MG was actually a good pick up there, even if he lost the T-70.
There we go, and look at this battlefield. It's all strewn with bodies and craters, blood of the fallen.
Very gruesome. I think yeah, he only has 1 engineer, so that's going to take like 2 years to repair.
Gods. Getting stripped of their squad members there.
Is he
Meanwhile,
going to attempt the nade? No, he isn't.
Oh yeah, he ran straight past that Panzer Grenadier. I think DevM, you would have been hot on that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would have. I would have tried at least. Oh, Panzer 4 might go down. That's going to be a big loss.
Doubles this combo, overshot, he gets him!
Oh, okay.
1,296 XP, not that he needs it. I tell you what, Devon, do you know what we never talked about? The bulletins. Elpern has 4% increased defense. I don't know what that is. must be penetration armor, right? And then armor's increased by 3%. So what is that, 7% combined?
Yeah, I think so. It would be funny if those were placebo ones.
Dear Relic developers from 2013, please explain. Oh, Elpern says defense has actually received accuracy, so shots are less likely to hit it, and then less likely to penetrate. Oh. Thank you, Elpern. It's hopefully it doesn't destroy people's sense of immersion, the fact that he's watching this live on Twitch, but I can confirm this game was apparently legendary and both players asked me to cast it, so there you go. Packs ricocheting against nothing. Again with these Zis barrages. They're easier to dodge, but they still do the damage, it seems.
I think that Elpern has some really good chances here of actually diving in that double pack. Orangepest doesn't really have a way to deal with that. The Panzer 4 is down, it doesn't have the Shreks on the Tigrans. So a rush on those double packs could be GG, I think.
Certainly could. It's a shame he doesn't have any big off-map kind of strikes that are a little bit more devastating. Anything with artillery would be good for that kind of push. Maybe when Elpern destroyed Love Nest in that tournament, DevM, he took on the tripwire flare ability. Maybe like gained an ability, because I've seen so many tripwire flares this game. And they've really been doing a number on the Panzer Grenadiers in particular.
He mutated the absorbed Love Nest strategy. Yeah, I think I really like to see Elpern playing more aggressive now. You know, you got this Panzer 4. I think it's a missed opportunity right now. Especially as Soviets, you really don't care if you lose a T-34 on a rush.
Been really impressed by I was nothing going to say Orangepest, but Orangepest's use of back 40s this game's been really good. It's been splitting them at times, using them in combos. Elpern's been good too. I've just, you know, both the AT gun players have actually been pretty good, to be fair. And what about this choice from Orangepest from Tier 4?
A Brumbar. Was really expecting a Tiger race, not a Brumbar.
You're disappointed. I can feel it.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. 200 points now. Yeah, Orangepest is kinda excluded from the center of the map with all the team weapons, and the KV-1 always playing around. Plus that them still an MG.
These 4-man Grenadiers and Os. And the Panzer Grenadiers are really struggling at times with the tanks, but they are able to push forward in this scenario. One of them is forced back, but the other keeps the advance. Get some good aggression on that stolen MG42, don't forget.
Yeah. Let's see how the Brumbar pays off. It's definitely a good choice against that MG and maybe even the Zis guns. But not sure if it's going to be enough, really. With maybe... It kind of depends if you can get the flank with the T-34. I assume the RAM now is a vet vulnerability.
I think this might be the patch where it's below 50% health you can ram now.
Okay,
yeah, 50% or below. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, KV-1's not a fan of these pack 40s, obliterating him. Elpern, wake up! You just lost the Kingpin.
Was that a misclick? Because he used the ability to, you know, you put sandbags around the tank.
Oh dear, he used this as an opportunity to flank, but the Brumbear was ready to check that flank with an obliterating blow.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, I told you these packs were good by Orangepest. He's got 2. Well, Vet 5 between them now.
Those are some really big losses. He's now kind of changing his strategy around. He's going for the SU-85.
Desperation SU. Let's see how he does with that.
I think that all he had to do if he wanted to play defensively was wait to have a Katyusha.
Yeah, he's got 2 Zisk guns, hasn't he? But, oh, there's the mine. That could have been worse. Brumbear's a happy little boy. He's going in. Like a kid on Christmas.
You are just excited to see the Brumbar going near the base sector, so you can tell me that you should have put the building on the entrance of the out of the base.
That would have been amazing, DevM. You know how happy that would have made me, right?
Yeah. See,
And then I would have
guys.
pointed out the KV-1 destroyed the base bushes as well, making the base entrance bigger. Rank 400 gaming, DevM. That's what you need more of.
That's some big brain play.
More mines being... Is that double building mines there? I think he might have been building them twice as fast there. It's possible.
Yeah, just kind of spamming those around. Not sure how useful they'll be, because I don't see Orangepest rushing in with a Brumbar like that, but...
No. Could rush in with this Panzer IV though, of course. But yeah, Crossroads... DevM, allegedly people were saying the best game of the tournament, the World Champs, was you versus Love Nest. That big one on Crossroads, but I kind of have this reservation about Crossroads a little bit. So many games are really long, aren't they?
Yeah, the map is up a lot.
It's like... It's the brutal decider. I always put it as a decider map in tournaments. I don't know if you've noticed. It's a really fair map, but oh my, it doesn't leave much left for the players after they've played a big one on this, does it?
It does not. It's like a grind. You know what to expect when coming in.
You do. You have to be in for it. I mean, we all remember Crossroads was the map of GCS 2 back in the day, and Talisman, oh my, he was the best player for this map. Unlimited endurance.
It was a huge dream tournament. Crossroads all around.
That was the tournament that made me realise we have to force the players to play on different maps. Because if they choose, they'll just play Crossroads every tournament. Right, here we go. Pack 40. Veterancy 3, of course. His brother's lagging behind with Veterancy 2. Not doing very well at all.
Panzer IV rushing into the right, he might go into one of those mines, and if that happens, the SU might try to kill it.
And he's rushing in knowing the mines are there. I don't think he would be that aggressive otherwise. Now the sandbag's destroyed, he should retreat that conscript. That's for certain. Oh, really should have retreated him.
Oh no, those are so many losses.
Yeah, he's had a few now. SU-85 got some good penetrations there. However, they were attack rounds and they missed. Meanwhile, Grenadier hits one of the mines, loses 2 models, of course.
Brumbar now barraging the Ziz guns.
Bit of triple B action.
Oh, is he going to lose a vet? Okay, I think, yeah, he's going to use the merge ability.
Oh, merge to the rescue.
Yeah, so I think Orangepest stabilized the game quite well from that kind of bad early to mid game. Very well played from him. Obviously, Elpern had a bit of a slip there, but still, quite in control, I would say. He had a lot of fuel banked up from that good early to mid game.
Of course, it's very easy to make comebacks as Soviets as long as you've got a core army still alive, and you can certainly say Elpern's got that. He may have lost those 2 tanks, but just look at him. He's already rebuilt, a T-34 now to join the fray.
Yeah, this is kind of the plus side of a faction like Soviets. You really don't pay much for the Tier 4 vehicles overall, especially if it's T-34s we're talking about.
SU-85's in a bit of peril, tell you. He's trying to pretend to be the
dead
body of a KV-1, but that was a nice addition, by the way. A while back was Panzer Grenadiers with smoke. Oh, there's a good hit. Zisgun finishes the job!
What?
Oh my god, Elpern is so skillful with the Zisgun barrage. He's amazing. He's plotting them perfectly. The geometry in his brain, DevM. What a legend!
God damn.
He's in the Matrix, bro.
It's like he's firing the barrage himself.
Oh, there's the SU-85 getting awfully close to the Pack 40 and survives to tell the tale. Meanwhile, we've got a T-34 versus Panzer IV combination, but Elpern's taking the central victory point and keeping the victory point pressure upon Orangepest.
Yeah, it's right now it's one of those attrition wars. It's like kind of who screws up first in a big way.
It really is beginning to come just that. Brumbear with 16 kills goes forward. Ziskin senses his presence and hits him in the face. Can't stay there for too long though. He's got Vet 2 on that one. You need that penetration, bro. You don't want to lose it.
That is going to be done for sure. Oh, never mind. He doesn't fire the shot.
18-8. He bounces. Will he get the follow-up? Oh, they
okay.
split the whiskers. They go either side. Oh no. Meanwhile, Pioneer's looking.
Not the Vet 2 Ziskin, no.
Oh, I tell you what, that was an amazing shot by the Su-85 through the house. T-34 was thinking about it, but he's not below 50% health, so he's literally in an ineffective tank that's not worth having on the field.
That moment when you prefer to have T-34 with half HP.
It's just, that's the only reason people build T-34-76, isn't it? Isn't it to ram? That's what I thought.
Late game, yeah, it's basically a ram machine.
Don't talk about your Tinder profile, DevM. Leave that. We don't want to hear it.
Never. Oh, MG is going down, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
And that was a Vet 2 as well.
Katusha is coming out as DevM called for, so this game is going the distance. Both players are going to have really good build orders, real good armies.
Yeah, not sure what Orangepest's plan is with the next unit. Oh, never mind. He just started building the Panzerwerfer. That's a good choice, I'd say, actually.
Let's see where this first barrage goes. Maybe he's
Get those out of the way. You can push.
I tell you what, it's all about countering the Pack 40s and the Ziskuns. There's such meta in Company Heroes that it's actually requiring the rocket artillery is becoming more mandatory in 1v1.
Yeah. It really wasn't the case a long time ago in high competitive 1v1 games, if you remember.
There we go. Because this is a balance mode. They're not playing on tourney mode, meaning we have an abandoned T-34-76. You haven't seen one of them for a long time in top level action. Su-85 sees to it. And there's the big volley from the Katusha going in against the repairing Pioneers and the MG42, which was Veterancy 3.
Yeah, I think it's going down the MG. Yeah. And the weapon is destroyed along with it.
Pioneers
Good push.
pushing in, trying to get that Pack 40 to have sight. We've got a Pack 40 coming from the western side. He's looking to kill the Katusha, and Elpern realises it. I think Orangepest has been a bit obvious with his Pioneer spotting at times. Oh, but there's the Panzerwerfer with a massive barrage. He gets his own back.
Mortar just kind of going around trying to dodge the Brumbar.
Who got most kills? Got Katusha for Panzerwerfer with 2. Oh, it wasn't the Panzerwerfer that got all those kills, actually.
We have an astonishing 3 kills on the mortar. Vet 3.
Astonishing. Tremendous. Here he is, maybe he can get another one. Now it's smoke, he's smoking him out. Keep doing that.
I think that what Elpern is probably looking now is in building a second Su-85 and kind of zone out the packs with the Katyushas. That's probably the game plan now.
Fair enough.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
But there's the MG. It's had to be rebuilt for Orangepest. He knows he needs it to keep the central ground. Scripts versus LMG Grenadiers point blank in the face. Stalingrad-esque. As the Su-85
scripting in. Oh, he got Brumbar.
He certainly did. Brumbear down. Conscripts' turn to die. Could be now.
Yeah, conscripts I think are dead. Yeah, I think they're dead, yeah, for sure.
They're very, very dead.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Oh, it's just a mad scramble for this 5 meters of game space. Everybody just wants that central victory point.
Are we now in the part of the game where we can just start throwing models into the middle VP and hope that you capture the point before they die?
You could make an auto hotkeys script, like a macro, and just control all to victory point, please.
Just go into the HQ and put the flag in the middle VP. We
have seen that Sheld-esque combat arrive. As the Panzerfall gets his 16th kill.
Yeah, we have the Katyusha firing, I think. Soonish. Yep.
Yes, we have indeed on those support weapons. Vet 3 Pack 40 be lucky to escape. Tell you what, the tanks of Orangepest are going to have such a difficult time here, with the SU-85 now being Veterancy 2 for better penetration, and of course got a Vet 3 rapid fire Zis gun.
Yeah, packs also have Vet 3, I think, both of them, yeah. Those are deadly. Also, I've Love Nest having a look at the stream right now.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, Love Nest, DevM, and I were all agreed that Crossroads did used to be our favourite map, but now we just see it as this, like, crazy attrition grind fest map. But we're getting really picky. It's how far we've come as a competitive community. Like, we're even questioning maps like Famenville for being Imber in Wehrmacht favour, and Crossroads for being just this incredible slugfest. So at least our standards are increasing, you know. It's good, at least in that sense.
It's very hard to build a good map, I think, because Company of Heroes has the factions being so different that it's always difficult to have a map that doesn't favor especially one faction more than the other.
Exactly. I mean, I've even started to realise that Amelie Fields, which was the best new map of 2020, is you know, favoured for the southern player. The amount of South player wins I see on that map is tremendous. It really is. But hey ho, what can you do? All you can do is have long series, best of 7, no, best of 11, DevM. That's what we need. As the Panzerwerfer verse.
1000 VP games.
Oh, now we're talking. That'd sort the men from the boys, wouldn't it? Talisman would come back, he'd wreck you all.
Yeah, wait, what? 1000 VP games? Where did I sign up? Orangepest trying to get new VP again. Katyusha doesn't like that, but couldn't do
Neither does the Zis gun. That's a lot of health damage on the first one. Grenadiers go forward into danger as the new Brumbear comes onto the field.
I think that these guards have been sitting around on the right for most of the game right now. I'm not sure if they have been doing much.
They're gods, DevM. They guard
that's right.
Eastern Victory Point. It's in their name. Learn to play.
I'd assume that they haven't done much because they have 7 kills. I think it's kind of a waste in a way.
Yeah. It's been a tough old game. It's only a scrim. There's no money on the line, so they're not pushing themselves to their very limits. They're 42 minutes in, and they just want the other player to, like, give up. A lot of pride at stake, though, of course. So everybody in Company Heroes has a huge ego. You just have to realise it, basically.
That is true, yeah. Speaking for myself, I'm probably the greatest player in the world.
Like, we're testaments to that. You think you're the best player in the world. I think I'm the best caster in the world. Like, it's like ego wars, isn't it? Company Heroes is ego wars. Got Love Nest in chat, who's the best Twitch commenter in the world. Brumbear under peril as the Zis gun hits Veterancy 3. We've got an Uror in, trying to get an 18 aid off. Another penetration on the Brumbear. How we hardly knew ye. Brumbear the second. Oh no, wait, he survives, just about.
It would be so unfortunate to see that Brumbear going down as soon as it got into the field. So we're kind of starting to see a pushback here. I think Elpern has that right unit composition right now. It's just a matter of getting the right positions from the Zis guns.
Panzerwerfer with a very underwhelming barrage. It pins a mortar. Let's see what the Katyusha can do as the Grenadiers retreat out of
Doesn't do much either.
Good. Guards, the turret unit in the east is asking everybody to attack him. This gun's helping out, and I tell you what, it's effective, DevM.
The guards are finally guarding the VP quite well. Also, I think it's a missed opportunity that he hasn't harassed the left so much, now that he sees that that Orangepest is focusing the right and the middle VP more.
I'm having a bit of cursor issues. I really need to clean my mouse mat. It keeps jumping all over the place on me. That's just how disgusting I am. The fact that I need to clean my mouse mat, DevM, is not a good sign, is it?
No, it's not. At least you don't do that thing that Hans does, where he kind of zooms in while he's moving around.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that for the rest of the cast, actually.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. The Panzerwerfer went forward straight into an Su-85. We know who wins that one.
That was
Of course,
a big
Werf
loss.
in German means to throw, so he just threw it into battle. I mean, it's, you know, the name.
In the
is-
literal way, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, Elpern now even has munitions for the IL-2. Never mind, I think he just placed the mines down somewhere.
Supply sector.
It's only the strafe, though. It's not the mega loiter. Oh, and that MG looks like it to go down. Last little bit of health remaining. But the
Brumbear.
Brumbear uses it as an opportunity to push forward, but into AT gunfire. I'm not so sure how that's going to work.
That's going to be good for Orangepest though. That's a vet 3 Zizgen down.
Oh, he
Now
does get
the-
it. He gets it. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, he does. Su-85 now
Su-85
might
eats
go
a-
down.
Does indeed. It's a Faust.
Oh no. The Katyusha momentarily was in the front line and the back didn't kill it.
And it fires back now. Pat 40's backing up into him, so he goes stationary instead to face the KV-1, but had nowhere to go. Now the Grenadiers man it, trying to get the kill on this KV-1. This is dangerous by Orangepest. Will he be rewarded? Brumbear's looking for a shot as well.
It's a slaughter in the center
Oh,
right now.
a wombo combo from Elpern takes out Brumbear the second and then finishes the job. Meanwhile, the Panzer IV's in peril, but the Panzer IV answers back with their counter-attack. There are
People
mines
coming
ready.
in.
He bounces
Finish
though.
up.
Rear armor hits, going for the last shot perhaps. Oh, what
Yeah,
is
they're
happening
coming
out
in.
there? And here come the skill planes as the Su-85 dies. The recruit pack takes him out. Oh, everything's going down, DevM.
This is it, I think. I think Elpern has made the breach that he wanted to do on the front line.
Just remembered I've got new neighbours for the first time in a year and a half. The next door house is occupied. So does that mean I'm going to shout any less? Doubt. But it just made me keenly aware. Oh, this is the loiter. What the hell was I on about earlier? I thought it was a strafe. Did they...
It's a lighter, yeah.
I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me.
Still firing at the MG. MG might go down.
Oh, double rifle nades. LMGs can't follow up though because one of them's suppressed.
Elpern might lose the MG here. Yeah, he wisely gets back to base.
Oh, DevM, we have a Western victory point cap.
Tank destroyer.
Yeah, finally.
There we go. Hype. Hype in chat, please.
And the lighter still suppressing with the grenades.
They were meant to have left 10 seconds ago, but there they are, still working. Katyusha goes in for a kill on retreat. This is big balls play by Elpern. Does he get it off? Oh no, it's on the base. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that was underwhelming. I mean,
Oh, that would have been really cool.
respect. He tried it. I respect it.
Panzer IV pushes away the capping conscripts in the west. He went for the Katyusha, did the back 40, but he's just found flames for his troubles.
Yeah, that last push I think kind of sealed the game. I'm going to call it. I think Elpern will finish this. Even though there were losses on both sides, Soviet has a much easier time rebuilding the army.
I have always said it's a South Soviet player's game to lose on Crossroads. It always seems that they have a slight advantage, especially in the late game, with their overall manpower attrition, etc., and ability to keep reinforcing. Let's see if that happens. KV-1's getting aggressive, possibly looking, and finds a pack for his troubles in a double Faust situation. That could end badly.
That pack might be going down really soon. Oh, there you go, sandbags again.
We have lost a pack gun. Enemy forces are securing our territory.
That
The other pack
KV-1
come
doesn't
into
give
the
a damn.
situation. It is indeed, yeah. He might as well try and kill that Vet 3 Grenadier, but it's all too late now.
The territory is out of contact.
Just as you said he was going to win, he throws his tank in like
Yeah.
that.
Just so you can have like 10 more minutes of gameplay.
God.
The talisman way.
Finally leave the eastern area of conflict to get into that central victory point, but they're suppressed by the Vet 2 MG. Combat engineers go into combat.
Oh, the Pioneer threw the charge on the guards. That was smart.
Zisgun, Vet 3 with its crap ton of infantry kills, 6 infantry kills. Of course, it is an AT gun. That makes perfect sense.
I think Orangepest is going to click the button. He's going to do it.
Oh, yes! We've not just got a big boy on the field, we've got an elite big boy. It's 68.5 tons of educated destruction. It's the Tiger Ace. And it can be yours for only $2.99. Do you want to win a game? Buy the Tiger Ace now! Oh, SU-85, we don't need you right now.
Oh, he didn't
Got
think to
88 millimeters firing in your face. Oh, the Zisgun pushes him away. Fair enough.
That was a very underwhelming Tiger Ace. What? Oh, he got the SU-85 with attack round, I think.
Yeah, with the Pack 40 Vet 3, he gets him. Katyusha barrage in. Elpern's thrown 2 vehicles in quick succession. Now the Katyusha's really close. Needs to be careful there. Oh, that Katyusha's dead. That Katyusha's very dead, is it? Oh,
No,
just about
barely.
gets away.
Now you'll see the Tiger Ace back in action in maybe 3 years' time.
Oh dear.
Finishes the repairs, and it's like, oh, is the war still going on? Am I going to be useful? Elpern really pushing into the map now.
Just like they did that, they did like a documentary series. You know, the Tiger at Bovington in England. They like took them 20 years to repair it. They had to
Really?
like find all the parts in Germany and reassemble them. They had to make new parts and get expert translators working on archived tank manuals. This is the Tiger. Oh no, it's not that bad.
Really
actually.
interesting.
Yeah, it is. They pieced it together piece by piece. Originally, they dissected the engine and cut it in half in World War II to find out how it works. Hey, let's just cut it in half. And and then 100 years later, they had to, well, not 60 years later, they had to like put it back together again. Pretty cool. Guards with 14 kills as the Panzer IV destroys the cover they were using and gets the reward of that. You need to watch out for that. These husks, DevM, the green cover husks of tanks, sometimes they can have like 1 HP and you can't even tell.
Yeah. It's tricky cover to use, I would say. You never know what's going to do. SU-85 kind of coming into the front line and meeting 2 packs.
Yeah, Elpern's, he's been good at that this game. It's his game to lose. He's still got that heroic 14 kill Vet 3 MG42. Katyusha barrage Grenz are doing well. Oh my god, the salvo changes direction mid-flight. What happened there?
Not sure, I thought he was targeting the packs.
Here comes the Tiger Race though, on the western side.
No, but
It's been button temporarily.
Every shot is penetrating that Tiger.
Why? MG42 goes into the centre. We do have a light machine gun that can be picked up to the east there.
T-34 coming in.
Not for a ram though, because they removed rams from the game.
Now he can, Yep,
Hey! He went down to half health deliberately! Big brain thinking by Elpern. He stood in the Pack 40, said, yes please, damage me. I need the damage. Now the SU-85 can go in. 5th time's a charm for an SU-85 this game.
Before we try to flank the SU-85.
Does this one die as well, please? That's hilarious. Oh, he misses. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh no.
Does the Tiger go forward now? No.
Oh, it did the mine.
It gets it! And now he's cooking up, out of control. Grenz abra! Or whatever that means. I can't do a Swedish accent.
Means that they're very good now.
Very good. And Elpern says, yes, I concur.
And Orangepest says, yeah, I'm going to start using them all the time now.
Let's have a look at the match stats. You can see that Orangepest best unit, of course, was the Pack 40. I bet if we go to Elpern, it'll beat the Zisguns. Of course it is. There we go.
Yeah.
Tell you what, the KD ratio is not very good for the Wehrmacht player there, and for the Soviet player, he's done well with a conscript-based build. He's pretty close there in terms of kill for kill.
Yeah.
On the graph's army value, everything just died at the end. Points held. DevM, go to the points held graph and tick both players. What I'm going to say is, for the first 24 minutes, it's a game of Common Heroes. For the last half an hour, it's just been a stalemate. They just held their lines.
The game died.
You see that 1 point between 8 and 9? That's just the central victory point.
Just flat line.
Yeah, indeed. But for you guys on YouTube, very, very much thanks for watching. I've lost the ability to speak English. It's been 54 minutes of playing Company Heroes 2. And if you're not going to watch the immense Company Heroes 1 game we're about to cast, if that's not your bag, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. And thanks, DevM, for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. Always fun.
I'll be giving you half the ad revenue that this YouTube video receives, so it could either be $3 or it could be like a GCS2 video and get like $500. We just don't know. It's a gamble, DevM. What will YouTube's algorithms do this time? Anything could happen. So yeah, big thanks for joining me today, and everybody have a Merry Christmas. Thank you and goodbye.